President Donald Trump has dismissed concerns over Elon Musk's alleged drug use during the 2024 presidential campaign, telling reporters on May 30 that he is not aware of any such behavior and calling Musk a fantastic person. This statement came shortly after the New York Times published a report claiming that Musk frequently used recreational drugs, including ketamine, ecstasy, and psychedelic mushrooms, while involved in political campaigning alongside Trump. The report cited anonymous sources and suggested that Musk's drug use occurred regularly during that period. However, it remains unclear whether any of this alleged drug use happened while Musk was performing official duties related to his brief role in the Trump administration, particularly in the Department of Government Efficiency. As Trump returned from a rally in Pennsylvania, reporters pressed him about the revelations. His response was characteristically direct and dismissive. "I'm not troubled by anything with Elon," Trump said. "I think Elon is a fantastic guy. A genius, really." Musk, who stood silently behind Trump during an Oval Office media event later that day, avoided directly addressing the questions shouted by reporters. When asked about his alleged drug use, Musk pivoted quickly, launching into a critique of the Times' previous coverage, specifically their reporting on alleged Russian interference in the 2016 election. "Let's move on," Musk said tersely, refusing to elaborate further. The billionaire tech mogul, who serves as CEO of both Tesla and SpaceX and owns the social media platform X, has had a complicated relationship with both the media and public perception. In March 2024, Musk publicly acknowledged that he uses prescription ketamine to treat depression, a disclosure that made headlines and stirred corporate boardrooms across America. This wasn't the first time Musk's use of drugs made news. In 2018, he famously smoked marijuana during an interview on Joe Rogan's podcast, prompting questions from investors and regulators alike about his judgment and fitness as a CEO. Since then, Musk has consistently painted himself as a misunderstood innovator, dismissing critics as politically motivated or out of touch with modern leadership. Still, the allegations in the Times article, even if unverified, have added fuel to an already tense political and media atmosphere. Trump, who is known for defending those he considers allies, appeared unbothered. "Look, Elon's doing great things," Trump said. "We've got rockets going up. We've got electric cars. He's changing the world." The former president has leaned heavily on Musk's public image as a visionary to promote his own campaign narrative of technological and economic resurgence. When asked if he believed the Times report was politically motivated, Trump nodded. "They always are," he said. "They want to bring us down, but we're rising." Musk's role in the 2024 campaign was somewhat unconventional. Though he was not formally part of the campaign staff, he was frequently seen traveling with Trump and was tapped to lead a temporary advisory unit on governmental efficiency. The Department of Government Efficiency, which Musk briefly oversaw, was a newly formed initiative aimed at streamlining federal agencies and promoting innovation through private sector collaboration. Critics, however, saw the appointment as more symbolic than substantive, arguing that Musk's volatile public behavior and combative online persona made him an odd fit for bureaucratic reform. Nevertheless, Musk remained a highly visible figure in Trump's circle, joining the president at multiple rallies, roundtable discussions, and even appearing in campaign ads. His presence energized a tech-savvy base of younger voters, many of whom admire Musk's achievements and regard him as a modern-day Edison. That admiration has not shielded him from scrutiny. The report by the New York Times has already sparked conversations in political and corporate circles about ethics, substance use, and public accountability. Even among Musk's defenders, there is acknowledgement that any sustained perception of drug use could pose risks, not only to his businesses but to the broader conservative brand Trump is building. Despite that, Trump's reaction remains unmoved. "He's a genius, folks," Trump said during a campaign speech in Ohio. "And we like winners." Trump's comments echoed the loyalty he has shown to other high-profile allies facing controversy in the past. Musk, for his part, has remained mostly silent on social media since the article broke, except for a cryptic post on X. "Some people build, others write stories about those who build." That post, which quickly went viral, has been interpreted as a veiled shot at the New York Times and other critics. Meanwhile, political analysts continue to debate the potential fallout of the story. Some believe it could harm Musk's credibility, while others argue that the public has grown desensitized to such allegations. 10 years ago, this would have been the end of someone's political influence, said historian Mark Bellamy. Today, it barely registers as a scandal. The normalization of erratic behavior among powerful figures, he added, reflects a broader shift in societal expectations. Others have taken a more clinical approach. Dr. Lena Morris, a psychiatrist who specializes in public figures, noted that Musk's acknowledgement of ketamine use for depression should not be conflated with recreational abuse. Prescription ketamine is legal and increasingly used for treatment-resistant depression, she said. It's not the same as someone partying with mushrooms every weekend. Still, the Times report was vague on dates and sources, making it difficult to parse fact from innuendo. Neither the Trump campaign nor the White House has issued a formal statement beyond the president's off-the-cuff remarks. The Times, for its part, has stood by its reporting, citing multiple sources with direct knowledge of Musk's activities. Public reaction has been split along familiar partisan lines. Supporters of Trump and Musk have accused the media of character assassination, while critics say the revelations demand further scrutiny. Online, debates have raged between Musk fans and detractors, with hashtags like #elongate and #LetElon be trending for hours after the article was published. Some conservative pundits, such as Ben Carlson, downplayed the issue entirely. "If he's getting things done, who cares?" Carlson tweeted. "We have bigger problems." Others weren't so forgiving. "You can't talk about law and order on one hand and ignore this on the other," wrote commentator Karen Liu. The controversy also comes at a pivotal moment for both men. Trump is mounting a full-throttle re-election campaign, and Musk is preparing to launch a new AI project under X's expanding platform. Both have faced scrutiny before and survived it. Whether this moment adds to their mythos or undermines their authority remains to be seen. For now, the political circus rolls on, and the partnership between Trump and Musk appears intact, drug rumors and all.